Hey, I'm asked to come here by way of doctor's orders. Not that nothing was wrong with me. I'm not physically hurt. I'm just innerly hurt. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because I'm gonna smoke in here, if that's okay. And occasionally I'm gonna put these shades down like I'm doing now. But I'm here to express feelings. Oh my gosh, feelings. How fun. I'm gonna smoke in here until my heart is content, okay? I hope that's okay with y'all. But anyway, I was told to come in here and express feelings about the recent events of what occurred between me and my significant other. I don't know where to start. I really don't. I don't know. Was I physically abusive? Yeah. He was more mentally and emotionally and even financially abusive than I was, because I was just a reactor of all that stuff until I became an actor when I started getting physically abusive. And that made me feel better. And it turned out what he was physically and mentally and emotionally and financially saying about me was really all about him. But I didn't know that until I got out, right? And you would think, don't do nothing back. You shouldn't have put your hands on him. You should have just complied. That's what his friend said. His friend said I should have complied. And then now his friend looking at me like, it's my fault that he ended up in the hospital. Well, I don't need to go to the hospital, but I'm just as much as hurt as he is. You just can't see the pain because I got on these glasses. I got up this morning, took a shower, put on a dress, put on this necklace, came to this dumbass therapy session, and now I'm here to talk about what happened when y'all need to know because y'all wasn't there. But it is my word against his word and his friend. I never did like his friend from the beginning. And I wouldn't say his friend was jealous of our relationship. Maybe he was, but he would do a lot of talking to me about the type of person he thought I was. And he would go and warn his little friend, which was my man, and say things like, well, you're not to be trusted. And you only want my homeboy for his money. When I found out he was still living with his mama, I'm like, what money? I had the full-time job. I had to stop going to school to work overtime because he got hurt at work, which turned out he didn't have no job. So what are you talking about? You only want my friend for his money. That's what his friend said. He let his friend come in between us a whole lot. And he started believing his friend as if he was fucking his friend. I don't like this. Is that okay? Okay. So head nods mean yes. Okay. Fine. I came prepared. When I too prepared, because I don't have no drink, but whatever. But the point is, I became physically abusive when I decided I woke up in the middle of the night, saw him laying right next to me, sound asleep like some fucking beauty queen. And I'm thinking, you know what? And the start of all this shit happening between me and my man was his friend. It was sweet. It was cool. It was sweet in the beginning. It was sweet. It was so sweet. I met his friend, and I knew from that moment on, this relationship was sugar to shit like that. I knew that at first I was thinking, in order for us to stay in a really, really good, tight knit relationship, we're gonna have to get away from your friend. Because there's no way he's just gonna get away from us on his own. We have to get away from him. And he was the type, Oh, he been my friend from the beginning. He gonna be my day one at the end. And I'm thinking, yeah, but your friend don't know his fucking boundaries. He don't have no damn respect for us. If he has no respect for me, your woman, he ain't got no respect for us. Because look at how he's treating your woman. That should be a disrespect to you. And it wasn't. It, it wasn't. So because he was best friends with him, my man would accept his phone calls, get up in the middle of the night to go to his friend's rescue when his friend was not even hurt, house wasn't burning down, wasn't near death, didn't die, period, none of that stuff. Why are you coming to your friend's rescue in the middle of the night? And it wasn't even another woman, it was his friend. So my initial thought, after going through this 50 million times, my initial thought was, are you fucking your friend? I didn't say that vocally, but I said it mentally. And actually, I acted out. I didn't start getting physical with him, meaning beating his behind, until he kept allowing his friend to come in between us, you know, for whatever reason. It wasn't him just, it wasn't my man that's supposed to have been spending time with me, laying next to me, fucking me. It wasn't until I'm like, you know what? I'm like, okay, so can I go? No, my friend need me. He don't really know you like that. You don't really know him like that. So in the beginning, I'm like, oh, okay, then I'll just stay here and I guess pray for you guys. I don't know. Hoping everything will work out for y'all. I don't know. And then it came to like after the umpteenth time, which I don't know why I stayed, because I fought. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. I wear my heart on my face. So that's why I took it mad hard when our plans would get made and broken because of his friend. I understand when his friend's dad died and when his friend lost his job and got put out on his ass. I understand he had to be there for his friend. I was very understanding, and I'm an understanding, loyal ass bitch to a fault. But enough is enough. When enough is a what? Damn enough. So I went ahead and I dealt with it. Some people call it stupid, but I dealt with it. Is it over? Okay. I dealt with it. And it went from we sharing a bed to now he sleeps in the living room. It's jacked up. We will be on a date. His friend will call. The whole date will be him on the phone with his friend. Then it's, oh man, we're not gonna be able to go bowling. I know we said we was gonna be able to go bowling. I know we said we was going on vacation, but my friend, everything was my friend, my friend. So of course I thought in my mind, you fucking your friend. You have to be. Wow. You have to be fucking your friend because you would drop everything for your friend. And at the time, I'm like, oh, I understand, you've known him for so long, so you go right on ahead and see him. That's how understanding I was. Was he fucking his friend? I don't know. But the physical abuse didn't happen until it was my 36th birthday. No, 37th birthday. I'm 37 now, so this is recent. This was last year. And I had a late birthday party at Puka de Beppo in City Walk. Puka de Beppo, whatever it's called, the City Walk. Everybody came except him. Now, he's supposed to be my man, right? So he shows up late when everybody's gathering their shit to go home. Party's over. A couple of people wanted to stay to go to whatever club or they was gonna stay to go to Norms or something. And I'm thinking, why would you go to Norms when we just ate? But whatever. A couple of people wanted to go find a club to go to. They asked without going. I'm like, no, since my man didn't come to my freaking birthday party, let me go. Just go home and wait for him. Maybe he'll be there. I didn't see him. Okay, my birthday is on June 11th. I had a late birthday party, which was on the 13th, which is 2 days. I didn't see my man until the 20th of June. He told me he was out of town taking a family trip, but all I saw was pictures of him and his friend on Instagram. You know how I know? He have a whole nother Instagram account that I didn't know about. I became a snoop. I became the biggest investigator of my own situation because I don't want nobody telling me nothing. Let me find out myself. So I did. Hugged up with his friend in the snow, wearing snow skis and ski boarding and doing all kind of stuff, making funny little snowmen and being in the cabin with his friend, playing pool, drinking beer with a whole ass cabin. In a travel bus with his friend holding up whatever sign that was holding up, peace sign, D sign, whatever. And I'm like, now I don't ever come in between a man, his relationship with God, a man, his relationship with his family, or his career. Hell, not even his football. But you couldn't even come to my birthday party, which was only one day. And the reason why my birthday party was 2 days later is because everybody couldn't make my actual birthday on the 11th of June. Everybody couldn't make it. So my birthday party was on the 13th instead. Didn't see him until the 20th of June. And they came right on home with just a duffel bag. And I'm thinking, so where did you go with your family? He came home. I actually asked him this. I said, where did you go? Oh, we had fun? You had fun? And he was like, yeah, we had fun. And went upstairs to unpack his bag. I'm thinking, yeah, but I asked you another question. Where did you go? And he was just like, I want to trip with my family. I'm kind of jet lagged, whatever. I'm about to get some sleep. All right, didn't bother him. But I was downstairs. And I was drinking a beer from a bottle. I was downstairs. And I'm scrolling through that Instagram that he didn't think I knew about. Went by a whole other name and everything. I think for me, the straw that broke the fucking camel's back twice was the physical abuse was when I saw one of his pictures on his secret Instagram page with the guy, and I read the caption. I saw the little he at somebody. I pressed that app. I pressed that at. Went to that guy's page and saw what I needed to saw and saw exactly what the fuck I was looking for. My man was married to his best friend. Another dude. Which I don't have a problem with somebody's sexual preferences. Sorry, y'all, that's my cat. She's my comforting thing, so sometimes I take her to my little therapy sessions. So whatever. I'm thinking in my mind, that's why you were so gun-ho to be with this motherfucker. That's why you were so gun-ho to drop everything and come to this nigga's rescue. Oh, so he wasn't just your best friend. He was your man too. Which again, I don't have a problem with people's sexual preferences, but let me know everything from the beginning and give me the opportunity to decide whether I want to stick with it or not. I was robbed of that opportunity. That's another reason why I beat his ass. You took this motherfucker on vacation, and guess what? Even though we not married, you never took me on one mother. We were together for 3 years. You never took me on one damn vacation. You haven't even took me outside. You never even took me to the fucking park. I became physically abusive, and he didn't do nothing about it. Because just like women have intuition, they know when a man knows something, or they know when a man is doing something, I think men have that too. They have that too. It's like he dealt with my physical abuse towards him and didn't do nothing about it, because somewhere along the line, deep down inside of him, he knew what he did to me and he knew what was wrong. So shut the fuck up and take these beatings, because bitch, you deserved it. I was at my wit's end. I didn't call my brothers. I didn't call my dad. I didn't call anybody else. I didn't even call the fucking friends I thought I had. Was there somebody telling me on my side, my family or friends, was there somebody telling me this man? I don't know. No. And it hurt the worst because I had to figure out everything on myself. I had to figure out everything on my own. And it sucked because you would have thought that this man would have been like, in the beginning, like I said, all I asked is that you let me know everything. And he still didn't. It started off this man, we always got invited to parties where this man was just at. I'm thinking it was just somewhere he was inviting me to, where it could just be me and him amongst his colleagues at work or amongst his family. And that man would always show up. He would always be there because that was his husband. And I don't have no problem with somebody's whatever they want to do. But I was robbed the opportunity of making a decision of whether I want to stick with it or not. That's what hurt. Amongst lying and amongst hiding from me and coming back late. It was very that. The typical things you guys were here working late. I was on vacation. I was sick. He said my phone won't be on for a week. I have 3 phones. He said my phone won't be on for a week. That's what he said. So I said, okay. So I'm thinking you're going through a dry spell. You can't really pay your phone. Can't pay your phone bill. We all been there, whatever. His phone was on. He blocked my number for a whole week because I was able to call him. He blocked my number from my main phone. I took one of my phones, called that number. He answered. I didn't say nothing. He was like, hello? Like, yo, who's this? And was chuckling about it, laughing. You could hear somebody talking in the background. Sounded like a little small get together. Like a little party, whatever. And I'm just thinking the whole time, I'm thinking, so I hung up. He called the number back. And I hung up. I didn't answer. I just hung up, swiped it, and I blocked that number. I'm thinking, he's a liar. When he came back, he didn't even